All right, so let's get started with one trade that I made today in gold. Actually, today is July 12th, 2024. It's a Friday. Fridays are normally range days, and it is the case for gold as well. After a couple of uptrend days we have had in gold today. Today it's been resting a little bit, I would say, above the critical area, which is the 2400 there. So let's check on the charts. This one here is the 30 days, 30 days, or I'm sorry, 30-minute chart. And you see here that we had a really big move yesterday, all the way up here, passing through. Let me expand this one a little bit, actually, and you will see that we are above this pivot high right here in the 30 minutes. So this is it was a supply zone, and then it started to move up here very intensively to the 2030 level, and then from there it started to go back and still bullish. You see that the channel, if you paint a channel here, it is to the upside, so we are still bullish. However, if you take into consideration that pivot high here and this pivot low here, you will see that this area here is considered a range bound area. So you have a significant pivot high right up here and a significant pivot low here. Even you can discuss or you can argue that the significant pivot low right was down below here, but I'm considering just yesterday's move for this one. So trading in this area is actually a little bit risky, especially when you have the moving averages all crossing in this intermediate line here. So yeah, it is and then you see that there's about let me show you a couple of other things that you can see in here. So if you take this where is it, yeah, right there, you take this one. This is diagonal a diagonal line that I had painted in one of my other monitors, but then you see that it was overnight, it was coming back down, entering into this area here, and then it started to found this area of support here that I now have painted. I'm sorry, that I now have painted in green, and then from there it started to bounce up and then crossed right there. It crossed the this diagonal. Now you can also paint a channel from here, right? And then moving it here, you have one point or pivot point right there, but you have another one right below there. So if you want to make it parallel to the other trend line, you can consider that one there, and then you move this one all the way to the up side here on this pivot, and then let me extend it a little bit and extend it down there. So you see that there's a crossing to the upside, continuing the move to the upside there, and then you see at this point the price is trying to move even higher than that. I wouldn't be surprised if we try to visit that area, at least this area on that pivot high up here. But at this point, this is what I see. And then the problem is that moving averages are mixing together, even though the 200 and the 50 are stacking to the upside. All the other moving averages are in between them. So this could signify a range actually. So so the trade I took was actually when this candle moved to the upside right here. And if you see, let me expand it a little bit more. You see that this candle here, that one there, it's kind of like somewhat a doji. It's an inside bar for sure. You have the up bar right there and the down up right here, bouncing off of this lower side of this channel and trying to go to the upside there. So what else in this one? What else do I see? So moving, not the bars are not that large. So it's typical of a Friday. I would say that that we don't have that many that much of a move. So now since I took the trade when this one was crossing there, we do have the, and this is important, we do have the moving average on the 50 right above when I took the trade. So that it's even more riskier than if you are above the moving average like here. So a couple of reasons to be cautious is that well, right now we are above the moving average, the 50 moving average, but all the other moving averages are to the downside, but still it's moving nicely to the upside. I would say that it's heading, of course it's heading up off of that bounce. And this is the news for today, right? So when the market opened or at 8:30 actually, market made a move to the downside because of news at 8:30, and then it started to move to the upside right there. So I don't trade this candle right here. I don't trade news. I pause and wait until the news are over, and then I move and then I take trades if I see any setup. Okay, so let's see what happened here. So you see 8:30 was the move right here, 8:30, and then started to move down, down, down. I don't think that there was much time to trade in here. Probably so trend 30 moved nicely to the downside, 831, then went up 830, 841, and then made this dirty trend reversal breakout. This one here is actually not a double bottom. What I like to see is this formation, but then the higher low right here, which in this case didn't happen, right? So this one is a lower high, but then you have here in this area, you have like a congestion potential move to the upside as well. I don't take that one, but then it came back up and then double top right here, move to the upside. This one would be a valid entry. This is a week off of the 34 EMA. You see that one, and then the momentum is right, trying to reset and then move to the upside, and then you have a couple of candles or a couple of moves to the upside and to the downside. So very, very nasty, I would say, nasty area. And then the reason I didn't I did not see a, well, I missed this one. There's no excuses. I missed that one. I could have taken that one there, but it seems that the reset is not completed, so I should pass that one. But then this one here would have been an up down trend bounce off of the 34, and that would take it there. Now, if you notice here, there is a range, right? So I'm going to extend this one a little bit more so you can see it better and clearly. And then you have a pivot high there, another pivot high, another pivot high, and then here you have congestion. Now, in this area, and I'm going to put a line right there. So that one is the price that I'm looking at, right? This pivot high with a couple of potential supporting areas as well. So when it broke, up there, I took the first trade, and this one was a loss. Immediately after I took it, I wait a little bit for, let me expand this one for you guys. So I'm sorry. So at this point, if you see here, and I don't have it synchronized, but at this point, it's trying to move above this lines that I have here on the channels and the diagonal there. And then I'm taking the trade right above it. I took a chance. If you see, the momentum is in my favor, trying to move up, but then it was immediately rejected. And then I did have 120. No, I think that it was 240, 220, around $200 loss on this one. This is a size of 4. So on the Renko chart, and then came back down, and then so the first break did not work. It didn't continue, and normally this is I would say expected, because we already had a nice move to the upside. So it's expected that this is going to make some sort of bounce off of that break, and it did. So I just was stopped out right there. And then when it make the move again to the upside, I re-enter that one there and move all the way to target up here. Now, in here, I was looking at the 34-minute, and then if you see, the break happened right there in this area here, but then I was looking at the 50, right? So my target was really close to the 50, and that is when it came back. So I just so some of you have asked me about targets, and this is it's really, I don't want to say it's an art, but it's a really good intuition to have. Look at the looking at the resistance you have in this other anchor chart and see what you're going to face there. At this point, I would be concerned on this area here. This is a really congestion area, so you may have some resistance at this level up here, but it seems that it's moving nicer to the upside. Since it's Friday, I'm going to leave my trades right here, and that would be it. And also, if one thing to notice right now is that if you take into consideration the momentum indicator, you do have a little bit of divergence right here. See, this is a lower high, so momentum is losing strength, and then you have a higher low here. So I would expect some sort of range bound the rest of the day. So yeah, that would be the trade for today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.